This is the one thing like about NIL deals that I don't like. These parents are pimping their kids out.
Oh, wow.
For checks. Because you got to remember, think about 17, 18, 16. You don't have your own bank account, right? You don't have a financial advisor. So any company that's coming to you is dealing with your parent.
Right? They can have advisors now, though.
Yeah, but you listen to your parent, right? So any deal that's coming your way, your parent has talked about this with whoever. So it's never in your best interest. You know, it might not be in your best, like the overtime league or whatever. Like the kids are not making the decision. It's the parents. Like, you know, you're throwing $200,000-300,000 at a kid. Of course that parent is gonna be like, no, go to that league because this is bills. I can pay off debt. I can pay off student loans with this. That kid ain't really seeing that money. So,
but how is that any different going to overtime league versus, hey, come to Arizona, we'll give you that 300. You can live in Tucson. Because you one of the seventh wonders of the world.
When I get to Arizona, you don't know me. My parent don't know me. You know what I mean? Like my parent don't have access to that. You know, I can open up a little bank account myself. You know, that's why I said this high school part is horrible because they're going to be pushed each and every way. These deals, like I see parents already money. It's all about money and trying to figure out what bag I can get for my son so I can get a piece of that.
Hasn't that been going on though since the beginning of time? I think even back in the day, parents was always leveling up, getting good shoe deals. Guy might be on K-Swiss team one day. Next thing you know, PTI come in, take him to the Nike.
That's what I'm saying. But you seen it back then. Now you see it where it's legal. So you just see these kids just flying from team to team, just being put in bad situations. Like some of these deals, like for all you athletes that's trying to move to the NBA and you're thinking about brands, think about your brand yourself, right? You are your company. So every deal you sign is attached to you. So if you are a big name, make sure you're signing deals and you're linking up with companies that match your name. No matter what kind of money someone's going, if it's Juan Carlos taco stand and they're giving you $100,000, no, right? You don't go out. You don't want that part of your resume because when big companies look at who's dealing with you, they're gonna be like, well, who's this? I don't want to be tied to a player who's gonna, you know. That's why when you look at, you know, I'm dealing with Hublot, I'm dealing with Oakley glasses, you know what I mean? I'm dealing with, you know, Ferrari. You know, high class wants to be around high class, so you really have to be careful with NIL deals on who you actually sign your brand to.
Yeah, I think the most important thing, and obviously I don't do branded deals on the scale of you gentlemen, but you got to rock with shit that you actually use.
Yeah, that's interesting what you said though about the parents, like how they are now, like with it. Because I remember me doing my deal, 18, trying to sign with Under Armour, and you know I remember my mom being in there, Sonny Vaccaro, all this, and I just remember like the agent and they were all fighting because my mom was trying, and it just happened to Luka too. I remember his mom was getting a percentage of everything on his name, and that's what my mom was trying to do at 18, like just because I didn't know.
Yeah.
So you know they.
How'd you feel about it? That's your mom, right? You know what I'm saying?
Like, Sonny Vaccaro was like, "Fuck no." Like Sonny Vaccaro said, "Hell no." He's like, "This is his thing. Like you're not gonna get a percentage off everything that he makes because my mom would still be getting paid now."
Okay.
Like you know what I'm saying? Think about that. Like if she would have signed and got a percentage of everything, that means anything I do.
But I guess for as a kid, 18 years old. Because I'm thinking like if my parents would have came in and wanted some bread as 18, I would have been like, yeah.
Yes, and that's the bad problem with it. Like you don't want to say no to your parents, you know, who raised you, and they're going to put that guilt trip on you. But at the end of the day, like I don't want to be obligated. I'm your son.
Yeah.
So if you're telling me everything you did for me is for me to pay you back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I dealt with that a lot.
That's what I'm saying. This is like
early.
Because you're 18, but they know you got a bag. And my pops.
Yeah, and I'm not. I'm signing 1.2. I'm just thinking, all right, like let's go to Italy. But remember, I'm still trying to get to the league, so I'm just like, this little money is like, here, man, you know, buy my mom a crib, boom, boom, that should be enough. But you know, it was more just like everybody. And then we hit the recession too at that time. Remember, Obama had just gotten to office. It was some rough times back then. It was just I wasn't ready like all that. I'm glad I went to like overseas. I was away from everything.
Did that keep? I mean, because I gotta imagine if you was out here, you was at Arizona, the amount of people that have been hitting you up
all the time for money.
Now Arizona would have been easier because he would have detached for a year. Just like it did, just like it did in Italy. You're detaching, but you're signing. You're signing your deal because you're becoming a pro.
Yes.
Yeah. See, so you got a taste of it before you got
there. Yeah. So I saw everything.
See, that's what I said. So if you really want to know who your friends is, right here, the high school kids and all that, these NIL deals will test your friendship and test what your parents is about. Like, in the Black culture, we're taught to get rich to give it back to our parents, right? Instead of get rich, raise your son for your son to be in a better position, for him to get rich, for him to put his, you know what I mean? Yeah. That's how
to move it forward.
Instead of getting money and then going back, taking care of it. How are you supposed to build if you're taking care of everything behind you? That's the thing that we got to get out.
And it's easy to target the Black kid that has just a single parent mother. That's the easy one to get too. Because now they both don't know. And she don't know. So she just like, well, let's go.
So I want to ask you, how instrumental was Sonny Vaccaro? We hear that name. He's a legend in the game. They got the new Michael Jordan movie about to come out. He's been doing work for a long, long time. How y'all end up connecting initially? And at what point did you realize, this is somebody I could really trust to be in my corner?
Well, I had just graduated from Oak Hill, was coming home. I was waiting on my SAT score, and they had flagged it. And I was in the car with my mom. I was listening to Michael Thompson, Clay Thompson's dad, and he was on a radio show talking to Sonny Vaccaro, and Sonny was just like, I don't know why these kids just don't sit out for a year, make the NCAA, pull their cards and maybe sit out, go to the G League or go overseas. And then that's just when it just clicked in my head, and I called Sonny. And Sonny was like, yeah, young fella, I can get you some workouts. Went to Vegas, boom, 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 did it in 2 weeks. The next thing you know, I'm off to Baltimore, meeting with Under Armour, signed an Under Armour deal. Next thing you know, a month later, I'm in Rome. 2 weeks later, I'm in Rome, signing my deal with Sonny. And Sonny was just like, yo, young fella, I just need you to stay here for the whole year. Once you do this, basketball's gonna change. And then the rest was history. Next thing you know, I come back, I get picked 10th. And I didn't even play all year. So it was just, it was a blessing because I didn't know where I was going to go. I mean, Luke Olson had just retired. He left. Gerald Bayless said he was gone. So it was like the plan was there, but it just, something was just telling me to do something else.
Yeah, it's like I even with my kids, I tell them, I said, listen, when you're listening to people talk, listen, right? When people start talking about money, I said, you don't want to do deals with people or listen to people who don't have money about money deals because they have an interest in it, right? You want to listen to people who have no interest in, the money side of it. Like, I don't want no percentage. So that means I done vetted the deal to make sure it benefits you and you only. You know what I mean? So, my son there's NIL deals coming. So
you got bags coming already? I mean, I imagine.
We're working on it. We still got to jump through a whole lot of hoops of shit. But
we're going to get them over to UCLA.
We got a whole lot of shit we got to weed the fuck out,
We're going to get them over to UCLA. We'll take care of them.
But, it's like, he listens to me because he knows I don't want anything or need anything. So if I'm telling him this is a good situation, he knows that it's for his best interest. Has nothing to do with me. So, and parents, that's really what you should be worried about. The money will come. Like that. I mean, you know what I mean? You'll be fine. Just stop. You're thinking small when you should be thinking big. You should be trying to put him in a position where he can make $400-500 million instead of looking at this 200,000. You're trying to figure out how you gonna get this, and I'm gonna get a new truck, shit like that.
What's up, everybody? As you know, Gil's Arena is presented by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy is the easiest and best way to play fantasy sports. You can pick higher or lower on your favorite players' fantasy projections, and you have the opportunity to win up to 20 times your money in a single night. We're doing the 5 ways, the 4 ways, the 3 ways. You can do them 2 ways too, but the brewer bread is at the 5-way. Who you rolling with right now?
I just picked the 5-way.
That WNBA.
WNBA, all 5, let's rock it.
Let's get this bread. Sir. Now, Underdog is available in 30 states and Canada, except Ontario. Get your minds right. Get on with the Underdog Fantasy crew. And if you want to get down, Use promo code GIL and Underdog will match your first deposit up to $100. You put 100 in, they give you 100 right off the top. You start with 200, really get them pick'ems going. Everybody out there, make your next move your best move. Download the Underdog Fantasy app, use promo code GIL, and they will match your first deposit up to $100. You can't beat that. We appreciate y'all rocking with us. Keep watching, keep supporting the movement.
I'll do it again. Use promo code GIL.
Sound like a good promo code to me.
Ages 0. Change the game. Put that respect on his name. Look, with the honor call for greatness, the chosen few that carry the gift of genius, who do what they do, who possess finesse, blessed with desire, it's true. I'ma say it loud, none other than who?